Right, here we go, day 31. Frustrating day today. Really frustrating. Blown account. Usual shit. But yeah, it was just frustrating from the start. So I was trading the American Open, the New York Open, which is something that I always historically struggle with. This was not the only winning trade I had, obviously, but I have to admit, I didn't have vast amounts today. I got stopped out a lot, and yeah, I mean this one could have gone either way. To be fair, it's not looking very promising there, but yeah, below the EMA, was looking for a retest of VWAP. This was the last time the account was in the green for the day. To be fair. Right, this one we found. The idea was we found support on VWAP. We're back above the EMA, and we're gonna push higher, basically. Yeah, didn't work. Thought it was going to, but it didn't. This happened a couple of times today, where trades moved up nicely towards VWAP, then pulling all the way back to get stopped out. That happened quite a bit. I think because the contract sizes are a little bit smaller that I'm trading, you have to stay in them for longer, obviously, to make more money. Whereas, obviously, bigger contract sizes will yield bigger rewards with smaller moves. So there's that. But yeah, I think maybe we were looking for moves, two bigger moves in a choppier market. But like I say, I never do well trading the American Open. Just too much volatility. The candles are huge. They move massive. If that's even, I know what I mean. So this one we made a lower low, broke VWAP, looking to retest the previous low. I cut my losses on this one to make sure that just try and salvage. Because it was still early in the day, it's only like the third trade we've taken. We were already red. So yeah, cut my losses on this one. As soon as it got back above the, but yeah, again there, just that wick down to, oh god, just watching it back's annoying. No, whatever. Yeah, stopped out of this one. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, stopped ourselves out on this one. To be fair. Right, yeah, so this one started to do a little bit of revenge trading here now, which is a nice foreshadowing for the nonsense that comes later. Yeah, I don't even remember. Was this a positive trade? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Yeah, I think I must have pretty much taken an immediate long after being stopped out of the short. So, fucking hell. Just watching this back annoys me. But it's good, I think, to watch it back. I'd like to say I'm not, it'll help me to not make the same mistakes, but that's after the events that took place later on. It's clearly not the fucking case, is it? But whatever, I'm pretty sure this one does go for us. I think. Can't remember. Now, this one I didn't record. I'll take it on the Dow. Yeah, basically this was a nice trade, just following the momentum back up to VWAP. Obviously didn't let it go all the way up there, but yeah, took it off. But yeah, back above the EMAs, looking for a retest of VWAP. That was quite a nicer trade. You know, we've got that momentum coming back up. This one was... Oh yeah, this was a silly trade, this one. A bit of silliness starting to take place. Because really, when you look at that, we've made two lower lows and two lower highs. So, you know, hang on a minute. No, I did take a shot. I did shot. Oh god, I've got a fucking clue what's going on. Yeah, but we didn't wait for confirmation of the break of the EMA. I don't fucking know. Just chopped around today, you know, on gold, on Nasdaq, all of it just chopped. It was just... But yeah, again, the Open has always historically struggled to trade the Open. I find, especially with the Nasdaq, it just moves so quick. You know, as these big volatile candles in the first like 15 minutes. After that, it's just a chop fest for the next few hours. You know, unless there's news, unless there's like decent news that seems to, you know, dump it or pump it again, and then it just chops again for a while. Just a bit of shit, really. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really enjoy trading the Nasdaq, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I much prefer trading gold. Not today though, I hated them both equally. What the fuck was this one? Gold, yeah. Starting to break out. Oh, that were it. Yeah, this one was another frustrating one. So, it's moving up, you know, we're above the EMA now. Just going for that retest of the highs there, perhaps. Maybe even make a new high. But yeah, when it went, and I moved my stop to break even, which never works for me. Never works. I do not know how people successfully trail their stop. I don't get how they do it. You know, candle closed, move my stop to break even, just to guarantee. Yeah, there you go, I cut a bit. It's right, stop is at break even there. It just came all the way back. And the thing is, if you moved your stop down again to give it some room, you just know that it'll go straight through there and straight down to it. So, you know, what's a man to do? But yeah, stopped out break even. So I wasn't best pleased with that trade. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit annoyed with that. I think mainly because it's not the first time that that's happened to me. You know, that happens quite a bit, unfortunately. But whatever. But ultimately, you know, you have to say, should we have been trading this? You know, the entry there, would a consistently profitable trader have entered there? No, they fucking wouldn't, would they? And I know that that's my problem. You know, my entries are poor. So we've increased the contract size here now. As you can see, we are starting to lose a few too many trades. Accounts, drawdowns getting away from us a little bit. Sort of thinking, it's going to take me a while to get that back. And I just can't leave it alone. So, yeah, we've doubled up the contract size. We're not quite onto the minis yet. That nonsense took place off camera. I didn't record any of those trades because I didn't want to watch them back. Yeah, we're above VWAP. Whatever. We're above VWAP, yeah. Sort of. But you know, we're not exactly broken out of it, have we? We're not exactly broken away from there. Again, when I look at the entry there, it's so high up. It's like, why there? What the fuck? Pointless. And yeah, just straight back down through it. Yeah. Stopped out of that one. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Stopped out of that one. No. Yeah. Yeah. Right. This one. I do believe that this one was a positive trade. I do believe that it was. Back below the EMA, we're in an overall downtrend. Made a lower low, have we? Maybe. Yeah, sure. And yeah, just took the trade to come down on it again. You know, it's not really. Should we have traded it, even though it worked out for us? No. It's not a, not a good trade to take, is it? Really? Yeah, I think when the market's, chopping around a little bit, not really being very nice, and especially because, I'm still learning myself. It's difficult to. I think that my biggest issue is when I'm looking at the charts, I feel as though I have to be trading, I have to be, putting trades on and stuff. But the reality is, if this is the alternative, then, no, you don't. You fucking don't, do you? I mean, honestly, I think, what is this, 10 trades that I bothered to record today? 10's a lot. I mean, let me tell you, I probably doubled that later on with the nonsense that took place later on. Yeah, I probably did another 10. Which again, you look at consistent and profitable traders, they're not doing that. They're not putting 20 trades on in a day. Not really. They're because there's not 20 good setups a day, is there? It's all very well and good me fucking saying it now, but, it's a bit fucking late now, isn't it? I need to be able to say that to myself when I'm in the